I'm with Tanya, the humane officer of Roane County this morning. She is allowing me to go as a member of the Roane County Humane Society. I am going to go and we are going to rescue a horse. It's being turned over.
Yes,
surrender.
It is. It's being signed over to us, and we've actually been fortunate enough to find a rescue that is willing to take her and help her with her health needs, and all of that. The people who own the horse are willing to sign her over and allow us to help them with getting this horse back to health. We won't disclose anything about where we're going or who the animal belongs to.
No. Kind of excited, not that I want anything bad to ever happen to an animal, but usually I'm at work when the stuff's going down. No, I mean, I'm not usually able to go.
Yeah, and people need to understand our shelter and our community and the staff workers at the shelter and our Humane Society does not just help cats and dogs. We try to help out wherever we can. Unfortunately, we cannot house like a lot of livestock and stuff like that. When someone needs help, we do try to find a rescue to take these larger animals so they can get the help that they need. Some people just get overwhelmed. We get that.
And horses require a lot of care that I don't think people realize.
They do. And once one gets down to where they are skinny and, not getting what they need, it's very hard to get them back. Hopefully we can get this horse back to where she needs to be at and help her and save a life.
And I saw a picture of this horse. It's pretty sad. It's a sad situation.
And please, when you see this video, please don't bash people. People get overwhelmed over their heads, just don't realize how much hay and grain and veterinarian care, hoof care, teeth care goes into taking care of a large animal.
I'm waiting for the horse trailer to arrive, but I was looking at some paperwork here, and I'm not going to show the names of the lineage, but this horse we're going to get is a registered quarter horse. We're almost there. The transport is behind us. We stopped and spoke to them and got a plan, got some halters in case we need them.
They'll have to go down and turn the truck and trailer around, and we will go up and meet the owner of the horse and bring her out, and we will be loading her on the road. All is looking well, and hopefully we'll be out here on scene before too long.
Get the trailer up in here. How far is it?
It's right up here.
Probably need to close it up soon so she doesn't come back.
Sorry.
No, my eyes pour the water. I'm allergic to horses. She just tried to fix her head because she got on the wrong side of that.
Hey girl, it's okay.
Your shoulder's so skinny. So you don't get your head back in it.
Doesn't have any. That's
Yeah.
what the NN
That's what
on
that
here
means. Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
NN stands for what?
Negative.
For H.
HYPP is like her bloodline. Horses that are impressive bred, which is this bloodline right here. They carry that HYPP gene,
Oh, okay.
but she doesn't have it.
Okay.
So
And
that,
she tested negative for
Yeah,
it, so
yeah.
she won't have any of those problems.
correct.
Like negative, half negative, half positive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Double negative.
So that's good.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Double negative's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And they know that from blood work?
Well, genetic testing. It's
Yeah.
Hair samples.
yeah.
They're requiring the moms and dads to be tested now before you can breed horses in that bloodline.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good so that you know you're not.
It's a horrible disease.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to pass it along.
Yeah, and have numerous problems with other horses. So that's good.
Tell me about your rescue and then tell me what's going to happen to this horse today. Like just
So West Virginia Horse Network, we just take in and rehabilitate horses either through situations like this or people that can no longer care for their horses and want to turn them over. And if they're thin like this, we just help them gain weight and get them rehabilitated, get them the vet care they need. But sometimes we get them that they're not thin, they just need a new place to go. So we're also able to help them transition into a different home and a new career to keep them out of situations like this. I think she'll be fine. She'll be fine. You know, there's usually a lot more to it than meets the eye, so we'll have to have our vet get in there and do some tests with her, check her teeth, see if that's maybe a reason that she's not making good use of her food. We just have to see kind of the full picture. It's not as simple as just taking her back and giving her some food for a couple weeks and there's going to be a miracle. You know, it could be a little bit more involved than that, but I do think she'll be fine. She's bright-eyed and she seems to have a lot of will to keep going. So.
Tanya, how are you feeling? What? Like I know this horse has been on your radar for a while.
She has, and I've been really worried about her, and just talking to the owner of the horse and knowing that they didn't have really a means of taking care of her, and it was, you know, trying to get them to understand exactly what's going to go into taking care of this horse and giving her what she needs, and how expensive it can be, because it can be very expensive. Even with just the little things of floating teeth, keeping her feet trimmed, and you know, the food and stuff. And you can't just give a horse just hay. Getting him to see that what he was doing was not best for this horse, and then she needed extra help. So in turn, I reached out to my horse rescues that have always been willing to help in situations when they could. And lucky for us, when I contacted West Virginia Horse Network, within an hour they called back and said yes, we could take her. She was signed over, and then we in turn, the shelter in turn, signed her over to the West Virginia Horse Network so they could get busy and doing what she needs. Because us as a shelter, we're a very small rural shelter. I mean, Nikki's been to our shelter before. Has come and done some things for us and helped us out a lot, and we're really grateful for all the horse rescues out there. There's a lot of rescues that are overwhelming. They can't do anymore. They're busting. They just cannot do it. So, and we get that. And we were just lucky that you guys were able to help us out and help this girl out and get her what she needs.
One thing I would say about her breed, that breed of horse should be very thick in the hind end. They should be very thick in the shoulders. So even though she's not the thinnest I've seen, she is very thin for her breed. So that breed of horse, their hips should be nice and round and plush, especially at her age. So I have a feeling that there's some untreated veterinary needs. If she was eating 9% fat and her teeth were working well, she would be fine. No, she'll be with us because she's critical enough that she needs to be under my care all day, every day. So until I'm comfortable with her
rehab of being able to go to someone else. She'll be under my direct care because I have to watch her. You know, as we start to rehab her, I have to watch and make sure that what we're doing is the right thing, and then communicate with the vet to find out if we need to change something up or tweak something. So I usually won't send them out to foster until I'm fairly certain that they're that we've got their feeding plan stabilized.
A lot of times when you get an underweight horse, you can't just feed them once a day, right?
So what will happen is, where I don't know for sure what he was feeding her, how much or how long he's been feeding her, Lauren and Sherry went today, before we got there to get the trailer. They put a big hay bag full of hay in her stall and loose minerals. That way, and that's all that she's going to get for a couple days, is loose minerals and hay and water. That way she can get all of the things that she's been lacking. And then we'll slowly start introducing some senior feed to her at that point. Not because she's old, but because senior feed is a complete feed and it has the things that she's going to need.
Yes.
And you can feed more of it. So I won't be able to feed her a bulk amount of food at one time. So she'll be getting fed a little bit in the morning, some in the afternoon, and then where we have volunteers in and out, it'll become like anytime you're there, just give her like a cupcake sized portion of senior feed. And then once we get her built up to that, then those little portions can get bigger.
So how many horses are you caring for right now?
I believe she makes 17.
Oh my, and they're all rescue.
Yeah. So we have an active Facebook page, West Virginia Horse Network. Now someone has made another West Virginia Horse Network page that's like a sale page that is not affiliated with us at all. So you'll notice our logo on our page. It's like a mosaic symbol. So we're West Virginia Horse Network, and we'll be posting stuff there. We also have a website, but as far as like day-to-day kind of updates on her progress, you'd want to go to our Facebook page. We're also on Instagram, and so you can watch there too. Our website is the best place to go for all of the donation information, and that is www.horsenetworkwv.com. And so there's a donate tab there, and you can go and donate through PayPal, or you can donate through Facebook. Our mailing address, our P.O. box is on there too. And if you have a horse like this that isn't gaining weight, that you don't know how to take care of, go ahead and reach out to a rescue beforehand.
Yeah.
See if you can get coached on what to do, because you know we feed horses all the time. We work with our vet closely, and we can give you some good advice.
Yeah.
If you're struggling, reach out for help, because ultimately we want to do what's best for the animal, and educating you or helping you, connect you with resources is what helps that animal, then that's what we want to do. So never hesitate.
If we can't help you, I'm sure we can hook you up with a rescue or someone who can. So please be able to reach out and not feel bad about reaching out.
You know, there's always things to learn, so always reach out and get that information, and never think that you're alone in it, because rescues and your local shelter are always wanting to do what's best for the animal, and so we want to help you do that.